My next guest is a talented comedian who has both a critically acclaimed half-hour special and album to her name already. Her long-awaited debut hour special is called Girl Daddy. It's on HBO Max. Please welcome Beth Stelling. Hello, Beth. And cheers to your special.
Cheers.
Drink special. I'm drinking the Ginger Buck. What do you got in your...
What's it called? I'm having the
other
called
one.
the Maxarita.
Yeah.
Out of a boot.
And we need, these are branded drinks. I need you to say right to the camera, Maxarita boot, and take it to the max. And if you can make a rev sound like an engine.
Okay. Maxarita to the max.
Great. You sounded hammered, and
am I hired?
It's perfect. It's exactly what we were looking for. We love it. The Girl Daddy, we're here to talk about your special.
Yeah, we are.
In this gotcha interview. Welcome. Why call it Girl Daddy? I feel like I know a little bit just from watching the special.
Yeah, I've been called a female comic so many times that if I have kids, I'm only answering to Girl Daddy. It's the only thing I'll answer to.
Yeah, if we're going to go out of our way to feminize these titles.
Yes. Then I'm going to be, it originated actually from my nephew. It's something that he called my sister.
Is Girl Daddy?
Yeah, he's like, you're my Girl Daddy.
And you're like, that's mine. And this kid gets no money.
Yeah, and I'm like, look, I can't live my life without mining it for material. So
yeah, well, it is a true thing that happens. Is like, I notice how often the show, it doesn't even clear things up when they bring someone up as a female comedian. If anything, it brings the show to a grinding halt as the show host stumbles all over it. Like, yeah, that's Jimmy. We have to watch out for those Raiders. All right, next. Oh God.
We got a female.
Fellas, behave yourself. Women, get out of the room. Don't want your cycles to link up. We got a female comic coming to the stage. Like, they're so baffled that someone with different parts is going to do the same job as them.
It's kind of one of those things where I don't know what to say. Like, we have to maybe stop talking about it. Like, how are we still having the conversation? Like, why would I still be getting asked the question, what's it like being a female comic? I feel like we're self-perpetuating at this point. Sorry, this is getting serious and we're looking for some real hot, quick bites.
It's asked, so you have to think about it because it is asked in interviews, and it's sometimes the only way to get into these articles is like comment on what it's like being a female comedian.
Right. And it's like, we've been freaking doing it for a long time. When I was younger, I used to answer the question like, it's great, it's an advantage, I stand out on a lineup, blah, 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 blah. And then lately I've heard from some other female comics that they don't appreciate that and that we should be talking about that it's more difficult or whatever it is or the problems with it. And it's like, I don't know what it'll stop. Females have been killing. Oh, maybe I should have shut my door before this interview.
No, you have movers coming in. You're being evicted from your apartment because you're a comedian in 2020. So you're being currently evicted. Also, congrats on the special.
Thank you so much.
But the movers are going to be stalling your furniture in half.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We're doing this interview to promote the special. A lot of things are being repoed from me.
Yeah. Is there someone else?
No longer afford it.
What's happening?
Should I shut my front door?
The front door? Yeah. Shut the front door. Yeah, there's dogs attacking me.
Is this a bit? Shut the front door. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been shut.
HBO Max is just like HBO, but it's very clean. It's HBO for Christians. So
wait a minute.
A lot of Succession is heavily edited.
Somebody was like, when are we going to get a family-friendly HBO special? It's like, is that what they're known for? The HBO special genre? Family-friendly? Well, this special's for the hoes and the dirty dogs out there.
This is a dirty special, folks.
I'm thankful I got it in. Moses, I would be freaking out if I were you. I'm sorry I'm even drawing attention to it.
That's very fair. I mean, we were talking about that earlier, where we have yet to tape our specials, and it's like, I don't know how we're going to do it. I'd much rather be in your position.
I was listening to sets before this to remember what life was before.
Yeah, remember what stand-up was.
And because I knew we were going to talk about the special, but I do feel so disconnected from it. But it gave me the memory of like, we are so lucky to do our jobs and be what they are. And I don't know if I really was thinking of it that way, but I'm listening and I'm like, this hour especially, I worked really hard to even have the stage be close to the audience. I'm very connected to the audience. I'm touching them at times. I mean, not like a lot.
But you put your fingers in people's mouths. It was really weird. I mean, I don't want to say super spreader, but you recorded this in February. right before the shutdown. And also, yeah, well, just to finish this one thought, it is insane. Well, my special's not going to work. It's all talking about how come concerts are so crowded these days. I'm always getting bumped. But your special, it's very connected with the crowd. You have a great stage setup where it's like a comedy club where people are on each side of you. You're ready. You even talk to the audience.
I have to pick in the first 4 minutes. I have to pick someone that's going to kind of stay with me throughout the special. A man. Yeah. I thought in this particular special, that man is Jeremy. But I had many men throughout the tour that helped me.
Wow.
But I had to make that choice within, like, you know, I come out, I'm looking at, you know how it goes. You see your crowd, you're looking at them, you're looking for the right guy to pick. You almost have to pick someone who's not frightfully shy, but who looks gentler and a teeny shy, because you want them to know that they are going to be in good hands. So many people hate sitting up front because they think they're going to get destroyed. Not my goal.
At your show, absolutely. Look at this guy. Look at your eyebrows. Too thick, my man. Well, weren't you sick right before?
Oh my gosh. I think I got sick in Chicago in January. I must have picked something up. I was traveling and touring, you know, like 3 months straight in preparation. And I got sick in January.
Which is a dangerous time.
Yeah.
It's like saying, I was just kicking around Iraq in 2004. So what? That's such a loaded answer. We were sick in January.
Yeah.
Okay, super spreader.
Exactly. And it felt like I couldn't get rid of it. And so, of course, I don't want to be one of those people who's like, I already had it. But I'm telling you, I got sick in January. I couldn't shake it.
I feel like I'm going to get it. Oh my God. 101.
Oh no.
96, you're clear. Cheers to our 2-drink minimum.
Thank you. 96, you're clear. This is
official testing. This is better than the testing that we already have. Like,
maybe it's stress and travel of touring leading up to it. And but I like to do vocal warm-ups. I come from a musical family. And so I was
your mom is a music teacher, right?
That's right. So we always did classic warm-ups. Did you want me to do it for you?
Yes, please. I need some vocal warm-ups. This is the first.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Bum bum.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
That was pretty good. Bum bum. Daddy made me cry myself to sleep.
Daddy made me cry myself to sleep. You seem
sisters made me. Yeah, this I took some liberties. Sisters made me feel real insecure. Bum, bum.
Sisters made me feel real insecure. You know, most of the time it's like unique New York. Or
the last one will really, I think, appeal to you. The first time I had sex was with a doll. Bum, bum.
Time I had sex was with a doll. Very personal to me and to you.
Are these not universal?
I've never heard them. They sound legit though. And taken from the special, you have humped inanimate objects. So I'm guessing the doll is coming from real life.
Sometimes I would cheat on the couch with the edge of the bathtub. I was a bit of a humper, I guess, here and there. It's something I've been open about.
Because it was never described to you.
No, I think yes. I don't know if you were ever taught. It depends on how your parents taught you sexuality. I know some parents discuss masturbation with their kids. I remember in my special, you'll remember that we had a health teacher that talked about teaching their sons how to masturbate, which I thought was illegal. But if I had been taught,
get ice cream after that.
Can you?
That's such a weird. Mine was like very religious parents. It was very repressed. It was never going to get talked about. So I just knew like pieces from TV, and then
now Instagram,
what my own body was screaming. Were your parents repressed about it? Or was your mom like, that's fine?
No, my mom never caught me. I think if she caught me humping the couch, maybe we'd have talked about it. But no, she never made me feel bad or guilt or anything. It was less. I think it was just more of a not totally discussed thing. Then you shouldn't be doing certain things.
Yeah. How does your mom feel about your stand-up?
We had a discussion about this recently, especially in regard to sex and talking about it. Because when I first started, I was very much like very aware of the stereotypes of female comics, like that unfortunately still exists 13 years later, which are women only talk about sex. And so I was like, I'm not going to talk about sex. I'm not going to repeat jokes, and I won't sleep with any comics. Those were my rules when I first started at 22.
Yeah.
You know, I kept those for a while. But then I think you become a grown woman. It's like, well, why can't I offer my perspective on this? It doesn't have to be some sort of exploitative graphic description of sex, but I think it can only help to have more people's perspective on their experience. And my mom looks at it like, yeah, she doesn't love, she calls it like body parts humor. Like she doesn't love cussing. She doesn't love
you
body
talk about
parts.
your bathroom parts on stage.
But I think she's also just like, you're a grown woman, and some of this isn't going to be for me.
Cheers, Beth. Congratulations on the special. I mean it when I say it's really great. I highly recommend it. Girl Daddy, HBO Max. Thank you, Beth, for joining us. Bye.
For having me.